All right. Good evening and welcome to the Utopian Baseball Universe After Dark. I shaved for a show. Actually, I shaved because it just gets really like, ugh. Anyway, thanks for being here tonight. We got a lot to get to today. We're going to obviously go over the Utopian Baseball Universe results for a Saturday. What is today anyway? July 23rd? 24th? I think I don't know. I don't even know. I think it's Saturday. It is Saturday. I think it's the 24th. Let's see, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. Let's get to the results. We're going to look at the East at South games today. Now, you may have seen this earlier today on Xbox. The Marlins beat the Red Sox 6-5. Derek Lee in this game had 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Hanley Ramirez had 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Red Sox hit 3 homers. Manny Ramirez, Tony Candelario, Xander Bogaerts. But the Marlins hang on to win this game 6-5. On TBS tonight, Saturday night main event, the Rays beat the Phillies 8-7. With the score 6-4 Rays heading into the 9th, Philly scores 3 in the 9th. And then the Rays scored 2 in the bottom half of the 9th on a 2-run single by Willy Adames. Fernando Rodney gets a second win of the year. Tug McGraw suffers his first loss for the Phillies. John Kruk homered. Evan Longoria hit his 11th, and Brandon Lau homered for the Rays as well as they beat the Phillies 8-7. On NBC earlier today, game of the week with Vince Scully and Joe Garagiola. The Astros beat the Blue Jays 5-2. George Springer with 2 hits, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored for the Astros. Jose Cruz with 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Carlos Delgado hit his 14th homer. This was J.R. Richard over Marcus Stroman. And in Arlington tonight, the Rangers beat the Expos 6-4. Rangers scored two runs in the 7th and 3 in the 8th after trailing 4-1 after 6. Ivan Rodriguez with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Julio Franco had an RBI double in this game. Willie Wells, the shortstop for the Expos, homered his 5th. Juan Gonzalez hit his 17th homer for Texas. The Braves beat the Mets tonight 4-3. Warren Spahn, complete game 5 hitter, and hit a solo homer off Tom Seaver in this game. Dale Murphy had 3 hits and an RBI. Spahn is now 8-6 for the Braves. Tom Seaver takes the loss. He's 7-10. For the second straight night, Josh Gibson homered against the Yankees. He had a double and a homer tonight. The Bulls beat the Yankees 10-8. Dwight Evans had a big night, 3 hits. His 11th homer, he had 4 RBIs. Lou Gehrig homered for the Yankees. Garrett Cole with the win for the Bulls. He's 10-6. Ron Guidry takes the loss. He's 4-11. And it was the Cardinals for the second straight night beating the Orioles 5-2. Bob Gibson, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. Albert Pujols had 3 hits, including his 12th homer. Enos Country Slaughter with a 3-run homer in the 5th inning in this game. Chris Davis homered for the Orioles, his 3rd. Bob Gibson's now 9-7 for the Cardinals. Jim Palmer suffers his 12th loss of the year for the Orioles. The Nationals beat the Royals tonight 8-1. Victor Robles with 3 hits and 4 RBIs. Juan Soto had 3 hits and 2 RBIs. And Anthony Rendon had 3 hits and 2 runs scored for the Nationals. In North at West games, you just saw the Tigers beat the A's 3-2. Jack Morris, 8 innings, 6 strikeouts. Charlie Gehringer had an RBI triple in this game for the Tigers. Miguel Cabrera homered his 10th. Jose Canseco homered for the A's, his 8th. Morris over Plank in this one. The Giants beat the Pirates again 7-1. Giants chase Smokey Joe Williams from the first inning. Joe Williams only lasted 2/3 today. He scored 7 runs in the first. That's all they needed. That was all their scoring for the night. Pop Lloyd had 4 hits and an RBI for the Giants. Christy Mathewson improves to 11-3 for the Giants. Williams takes the loss. He's 11-4. In 17 innings tonight, the Dodgers beat the White Sox 4-3. Dodgers scored 2 in the ninth to tie it. And in the 17th inning, Mookie Betts scores on a Lamar Hoyt wild pitch to end the game. Crushing loss for the White Sox tonight in LA. And the Cubs beat the Angels 7-4. Frank Chance with a 3-run homer in the ninth to give the Cubs the lead. Giovanni Soto with 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored in this game. Kevin Gregg, the winner, he's 3-1. Ernesto Frieri for the Angels takes the loss. He's 1-3. In San Diego tonight, the Padres beat the Brewers 2-1. Mark Loretta, the former Brewer, with a walk-off RBI single to end this game. Jake Peavy went the distance, gave up only 3 hits, struck out 4. Dave Winfield hit his 16th homer of the year in the 5th inning as the Padres take Game 2 and essentially win this series. The Mariners get another win. They beat the Twins tonight 4-0. They've been pretty good as of late. Freddie Garcia, complete game 5-hit shutout, 5 strikeouts. Alex Rodriguez, 3 for 3 with a walk and 2 RBIs. Richie Sexson, 1 for 3 with a walk and 3 runs scored in this game. Garcia's 3-2 since he's taken over for Trevor Bauer in the Mariners rotation. And Walter Johnson takes the loss. He's 6-9. For the second consecutive day, the Reds shut out the Diamondbacks in Phoenix 4-0 tonight. Johnny Cueto with a complete game 6-hit shutout, struck out 4. Joe Morgan with a double and a run scored tonight. Tony Perez had an RBI triple for the Reds. And the Indians beat the Rockies tonight 8-3. Kenny Lofton with an RBI triple in this game. He scored 2 runs. Matt Holliday for the Rockies had 4 hits and an RBI. But the Indians, they're just white hot. They actually have now, double checking right now, they have a 3-game lead on the Pirates. The Pirates led the North for like 2 months. And now the Indians have a 3-game lead on the Pirates in that division. All right, a couple other things I want to talk about tonight. Number one, I had meant to talk about this yesterday. It's again, one of these topics that I guess is splitting the group or the country or the world. I don't know. I saw a story yesterday on ESPN about the conditions for the Los Angeles Angels minor leaguers, how many of them are living 6 people to like a 3-bedroom apartment. Some of them are living in the kitchen. This doesn't have to happen. Major League Baseball, along with the NFL, the NBA, are billion-dollar industries. You have players on these teams, the Angels specifically, that are making $40 million a year. I don't know what the dollar figure is. I actually have a member of this group, Joe Witkowski, played minor league baseball, and he said he actually shared with the group yesterday what he made, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know how to do it, but it needs to be fixed. Again, I don't know what the dollar figure is. I suggested yesterday $50,000. The major league minimum, I think, is $440,000. I don't see why we couldn't get every minor league player $50,000 to play minor league baseball. You're going to kill the sport. At some point, if these conditions are that bad that you have to live 6 to an apartment, 2 living in the kitchen, basically sleeping on a mattress in the kitchen, the money is there. Teams can invest. There's 4 levels of minor league. 25 to a team. We're talking about 100 players. That's a $5 million investment. That's a middle reliever these days. If you have a player making $40 million, why don't you negotiate that into your next contract and say, okay, I want to make sure that $5 million a year is going to our minor league teams so that this sport can survive, because I don't think it is based on what I'm seeing. And I've had a lot of people say, well, they have the choice. They don't have to play baseball. That's the point I'm making, is that if you're going to make the conditions that bad where people don't want to play this sport anymore because minor league baseball is doing what they're doing, you're going to have less talent in the years to come. The bad thing about it is I don't think it's just the Angels. I think the Angels came forward with this, but it's definitely a problem, and I hope this gets fixed in the next collective bargaining agreement because it's bad. It's really bad. Let's talk about some more, I guess, fun news, if you will, and it regards our Xbox games. We had a doubleheader today, 2 really good games. The Marlins beat the Red Sox. The Tigers beat the A's. There's a couple things I'd like to do going forward. Not tomorrow, maybe not even next week, but very soon. I have the ability now with the StreamYard posts, this show, Utopian Cafe, all the game streams, they're all simulcast on Facebook and YouTube. And I have unlimited streaming now. I used to be limited to 20 hours a week. I can do as much as I want now. We've even got a logo in the corner. Where am I pointing in the right direction? Here we go. Here is my proposal for what I'd like to do for the Xbox games. I have 2 ideas. One, for example, if I have a Mets-Yankees game, which I'm sure we're going to have at least 1 or 2 of those in the next couple months, I would love to have, because I can't demonstrate it now because nobody else is on the show, but I could basically have 3/4 of the screen be the game itself, the Mets and Yankees. And then I would like to bring on camera 1 Mets fan and 1 Yankees fan that can live react to what we're all seeing. So they would see the game. They would see each other. They wouldn't see me because they're going to see what I'm presenting, which is the game. I think that would be a lot of fun. So, what I'm probably going to do in the next week or 2 is I'm going to throw out games a week in advance, and I'm going to see if I can get some fans on that will react to it live on camera. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we do that once or twice a week. The other idea I have is now I'm getting a little older. I'm not going to get emotional about it, but the fact of the matter is my reflexes are struggling. The dexterity in my hands is struggling. I can't feel my left hand. I drop things constantly. Sadly, playing this game is harder now than it was a year ago, and way harder than it was, 30 years ago. What I would like to do, and I don't really have a time frame on this, I'm thinking maybe next season, but maybe as early as the playoffs for the Utopian Baseball Universe, I would like to get people in the universe to take this piece over at some point. I'm not saying I'll never stream it again, but again, let's say we have a Reds Pirates game. Let's get a Reds fan represent the Reds. Let's get a Pirates fan to represent the Pirates, and let's do something like that. Or I could even play someone else, because playing the computer, it's just not the same as playing someone else. So if anyone out there has Xbox One and enjoys or plays RBI Baseball 21, let me know. And maybe we can play each other, or I can have a couple of you guys take this over at some point. I'm not saying I'll never do it again, but I would really like this to be more interactive. Right now, I'm presenting most of the Utopian Baseball Universe specific content. We got a lot of great content within the group. Sal Tartaglia's posts are fantastic. Bert Zietler adds a lot of value to the group. I'd like you guys to do more if you can, if you think you'd enjoy it. So, and I think the Xbox games would be a great way to do that. So I'll probably post a follow-up tomorrow, see if we have any interest in it, maybe throw up a poll. But I think that would be a great way to enhance the group. That's all I have. We got the scores. We went over the scores. Tomorrow, we've got Nationals at Royals. That's going to be at about 9 a.m. tomorrow. Max Scherzer versus David Cohn. That's going to be a great game. Tomorrow's Utopian Baseball Universe report will be about 5:45 tomorrow. I want to get that in before the Brewers-White Sox game, as the Brewers go for a sweep against the White Sox on ESPN tomorrow. Ironically, I'm wearing my White Sox cap tonight. This is one of my favorite caps. I love it. Oh, another thing I want to talk about real quick. So I posted something about Tony La Russa. And I was very clear. We had some comments. I think someone in the group accused me of making fun of him because he's an alcoholic. If you read my comments, I very specifically said that's not why I dislike him. Alcoholism actually runs in my family. I lost my dad to it. I would never make fun of someone for having that disease. I've never liked Tony La Russa, even before I knew he was an alcoholic. I don't like his personality. I don't like the way he manages games. I understand he's won a lot of games. He's won championships in both leagues. And I'm not questioning his resume. He's an all-time great manager. He's one of the top maybe 5 or 10 managers of all time. I just don't like him. I never have. I didn't know him very well with the White Sox because that's when I became a fan. I was 7 years old. I didn't like him with the A's. I certainly didn't like him with the Cardinals. And what I've seen, the little I've seen in this weekend series, I just don't like the guy. But it's not because he drinks, and it's not because of his DUIs, and it's not because of anything related to alcohol abuse. I just don't like his personality traits. I don't like how he manages a game. But I'm not arguing with the results. He's a great manager. I just don't like him. There's a difference between liking someone and acknowledging that they're really good. In music, there's a lot of great bands that I don't care for. I don't like Bon Jovi. I don't like Aerosmith. The consensus is that they're really good. I don't care for them. There's a lot of great music that isn't great that I do like. It's just taste buds. I'm not a fan of Tony La Russa, but again, I want to make it clear it has nothing to do with his drinking problem. It's just his personality rubs me the wrong way. So I want to go on record. That's the reason. I just don't care for the guy. Everyone have a great night. We're going to see at 9 a.m. tomorrow, Washington at Kansas City, Utopian Baseball Universe in the morning. And then the report tomorrow will be about 5:45 Central. So everyone have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.